welcome to another Age of Sigmar Battle Report. I'm your host, James the Fluffmeister, and with me today is my guest,
Jake the Rocket Scientist.
And he is an actual rocket scientist. We've got a treat for you guys today. We have my old school Stormcast Eternals versus the Ogre Mawtribes. You guys might notice these aren't hardcore tournament lists like we normally do. They're a little bit more fluffy.
Which is good because ogres are never been that top tier level of competition.
Yep, and we wanted to bring you a little destruction to spice it up. We did have a public service announcement though. Rob is he had a great opportunity to advance his career, so for the next 6 months he's going to be reforging. But in the meantime, I'm going to have great guests like Jake and some other of my club mates doing some battle reports. Ready to jump into the list?
Sure, mate.
And we are back with the Stormcast Eternals. Today, like I said, I'm playing Stormcast Eternals, and I have opted not to take a Storm Post. I'm playing vanilla Stormcast.
All right, then.
Yeah. For my characters, my general is my Lord Celestin on Dracoth. He's taking the Obsidian Blade, gives him an additional rend on his weapon. For his command trait, take a Staunch Defender. It used to be the one you'd always take. Yep. And he's the reason I'm mostly taking the vanilla Stormcast.
Right.
And then for his mount trait, I am taking the Pack Leader, which gives other Dracoth +1 to hit.
So I'll really be watching out for that.
Yep. I got Lord Celestin, or Castellan, sorry. They're all the same. Lord Castellan with his Lantern, giving something +1 save. I also have a Lord Relictor with Translocation. Hopefully be probably teleporting some units around the board.
Okay.
And then I have the man himself. It's prime time. That's right, the Celestin Prime. With his big hammer, Galmaraz. Come down, just outside 9 inches. He'll make that charge. He'll put some hurt on something, and then probably die.
It's time to crump them.
Yep. For my battle line, I have 3 units Adjudicators, because you're playing Stormcast. Why wouldn't you take Adjudicators for some pew pew pew? Then, for my other units, I have 10 Protectors. Trying them out, especially with the point drops. I'm going to see if they're viable again. I have 4 Fulminators, and then 2 units of Aetherwings coming out exactly at 2,000 points. This was one of my first. This was my first army for Age of Sigmar when it came out. Painted it up. Remember taking to events, doing pretty well. I'm super excited to be playing Stormcast again. Like I said, with those point drops, I think they're pretty viable.
Yeah.
They have a pretty good chance. I know I've seen them at tournaments, not with this particular list, but with some of the other lists, tearing up those top tables. So I'm gonna be excited, and it's gonna be good to play some old school list. Jake, your list coming up next.
Sounds good, mate. So today I'll be playing 2,000 points of my Ogre Mawtribes, primarily Beastclaw Raiders. I'll be running a Boulder Hedge list today. Mostly because I absolutely just love running giant hordes of Stonehorns and a bunch of giant kitties to accompany them. With that being said, I'll be playing an Earlbad. An Earlbad has a requirement of having a Huskard on a Stonehorn, 2 units of giant kitties, and a Stonehorn Beast Rider as the tax. The cool thing about this is that on when you end up charging in and you end up doing additional, if you end up rolling a 6, it causes mortal wounds.
Which we know Stormcast love.
Yeah, and man, no one wants to be on the receiving end of any of those charges. So for today with the Huskard, nothing really complex on him. He is going to be my general, however, though. He's got the Lord of Beasts. He's got some Ruin tokens, which is the generic reroll item for the artifact for them. However, it doesn't apply to his mount. So it's just, a little bit of extra going on for his punches and kicks. And then he's got Metal Cruncher. Metal Cruncher, really great versus Stormcast.
Yes, exactly. Due to those extra additional mortal wounds.
Mm-hmm. And the cool thing is it's the beginning of the phase, so it really hits really hard. It wouldn't be a Ogre Mawtribe list without at least one Frostlord on a Stonehorn. No one wants to be on the receiving end of a brick to the face.
Nope.
So today he's got a Brand of the Sword, which is the special equipment, which makes his mount hit a lot easier. And then he's got Black Clatterhorn as well, which makes his mount hit even harder. So basically, whatever I point him at should be erased. Interestingly, I also have for my leaders, I also have a Butcher. It doesn't really fit the Ma Tribe theme of everything being mounted. However, it does offer me something really neat, and that's magical protection. Mystic Shield really goes far with this army. He also has Blood Feast, which I actually haven't played on with my mostly mounted list. Usually run it on my footy list. It grants an extra attack, which really works really well with the mounts. So I'll be trying that out today. Obviously, I've got my Stonehorn Beast Rider, Sword of the Tax. Really fun overall, just because even though he's not as great as some of the leaders, he hits really hard. Then I have 2 units of 4 Mournfang. I like to call them my giant set of kitties. First off, I have a set of 4 with Gargant Hackers. Now, they're a little inaccurate. 2 attacks hitting on 4s. However, if they end up hitting you, potentially 3 damage.
Yep, got a bet heavy, win heavy.
Yeah, which that's literally the ogre's mantra. And then on the other side, which plays more to the Earlbads, is the set of 4 kitties with just clubs. 1 more attack, no rend, which especially versus an army like you.
With the Drakos, I have that possible 2-up save.
Yeah, see that's. However, if it sneaks through, it is still 2 damage because ogres like smacking hard. Up front, I have 2 Frost Sabers. For the most part, they're objective grabbers. However, they do occasionally get to be used as screening units. And one of my favorite units overall for the army is 20 Noblars. 100 points for something which basically just gets crumped. End of the day, if my ogres get hungry, they want to eat them too. They're just one of my favorite models, actually, in the ogre range.
They add a lot of characters to the army. They're good because they just have an objective, and it makes me come to you and try to get past your lines, and I have to kill them, or else you're going to be claiming those objectives all game.
Hopefully, their sharp stuff, which is their thrown attack, actually does some damage. 2,000 points on the nose. Ogres, I've been playing them since the beginning of 7th edition. First painted army overall, and I absolutely just love playing them.
That's good. Glad.
So, my friend,
good luck. Deployment coming up next. Boy, as you can see from the battle map, we are playing Total Conquest for the new General's Handbook 2020. We have the Ogre forces deployed. We have only a few Stonecasts on the board. I think I have quite a few units hidden in the skies over here. So hopefully doing some deep striking. Jake did have his battalion, so he did have fewer drops than me. Jake, who's going to be taking first turn?
So I'll be taking first turn. Hopefully you don't get the steal and get a back-to-back, because that really is the bane of ogres, because we don't have a lot of mobility shenanigans or protection. But it's one of those things, ogres do only one thing, you go in and smash. So I've got to be aggressive with you. So hopefully it'll just be consecutive, at least early on.
Okay, cool. We'll be back with your hero phase. So we're back with the ogre hero phase. Jake, what are we doing?
So ogre is pretty simple early on for their hero phase. Gets really aggressive once they actually start gearing towards or actually in combat. I'm only going to be using my Butcher this time. So Butcher's just going to be trying to cast some Mystic Shield. Sure. So can he do it? Ooh,
that's one short.
That's a no.
Was this arcane though?
Ooh, it is.
So you got +1.
So
it goes.
So
I can't stop it.
So it looks like Mystic Shield's going to go off. I'm going to be putting that on my unit of Mournfang up front.
Okay.
So gives them a little bit of needed protection.
Cool. Anything else?
No. At this time, that's the end of my hero.
Back with the end of the movement phase. Jake, what happened?
So ogres do one thing and one thing good. They move close and try getting ready to be in smashing range. Gonna start open up with my Noblars. They did exactly what they're supposed to be doing. They're just holding on to objective. End up moving my Stonehorn Beast Rider to just out of the periphery, so therefore it's going to be a decent sized charge, assuming that he doesn't get the double turn on me. The little tiny kitties up front, they moved, they ran 6, really helpful on that, so they're claiming the objective, and if anything, they're screening the Stonehorn. If you move to the middle of the board, you'll end up seeing my Mournfang that I cast Mystic Shield on. They moved up front, so therefore they've got a good amount of range. If they get charged, which is a good chance that will happen, they do at least have Mystic Shield, hoping to protect him. As well, I have the Huskard on Stonehorn, moved down from the hill. He got a 6, so really happy on that. And then Butcher moved down from the hill as well. He's still within 1 inch, so he's still going to be able to claim the arcane from benefits from the terrain. However, because of my Mournfang on the right, they roll a 1 to run. So while they're just shy of the true objective, that means the Frostlord on Stonehorn has to do double duty. So he is claiming the objective right now. Great benefit of Ogres is the Ravenous Brutes rule, which is probably one of the coolest rules out there. If I'm hungry, meaning I'm over 3 inches away from you, I get a movement bonus. So therefore that's why they're able to move up so far. So I'm going to be moving into my shooting phase at this point.
Yep, the awesome ogre shooting phase.
Yeah, so
What do we got?
so really simple. I'm going to be using the crossbow from my Stonehorn Beast Rider.
Okay, shooting
He's gonna be,
Fulminators?
yep, so he is just within his 20-inch range. So it's ogres are not known for their meticulous skills at shooting, but we're gonna go and try away. So he's going to use his harpoon launcher, hits on 4s, wound on a 3.
Okay, hit on 4.
And
wow.
Typical ogre fashion. However, I am also going to end up using his Blood Vulture up on top. Probably one of the most utilized shooting things in the army. If this model is armed with a Blood Vulture, at the start of the shooting phase, pick one visible enemy unit that is within 30 inches of this model. On a 2-up, it takes a wound. A mortal wound at that. So,
yep.
bing!
Who's going to take it?
So it's going to be taken on one of those Dracos up front.
Okay. I'll mark that afterwards. What else we got?
So I do have within exactly 11.5 mighty inches. The Mournfang champion does have a pistol. He's going to be shooting that at the Dracos as well. However, you are very much concealed, so you'll be getting your terrain bonus from that.
Oh yeah, they just get they get built in. What is they get it built in whenever you shoot them? They get a +1 save.
Nasty. All right, so once again, an Ironlock pistol. It's hits on a 4, wound on a 3, rend 1, with a potential of damage of 3. So first off, does it hit? Ooh, that's a no.
No. Okay. I think we got one more shooting attack.
So actually, since I end up running down the hill,
Oh.
I don't end up getting the Blood Vulture, and nothing else on the rest of the table is within range of any shooting.
Okay.
So that is my very elaborate shooting.
Back with the charge phase. We got one charge. Jake, what is happening?
So I'm going to be trying to charge in my Mournfang through this terrain and try smacking some Dracosin. It's an 11-inch charge up the hill, plus the +1 inch of actually moving on up, so it's a 12-inch charge. However, my command gives me a 1-inch bonus to it, so I'm looking for an 11.
All right.
So
Let's see.
can I do it? That's very much not an 11. So they're going to be sitting around hanging out.
All right. So we can do scoring at the end of the turn since we're already here. You got this objective here, so you get 1 point for it. You do have a leader, so you get an additional point. You got that objective there, and this objective here. So that will be 4 points to you, and then we'll be back with Stormcast Hero Phase. We're back with the Stormcast Hero Phase. First up, we had an addendum. These guys were near the mystical train, so they will get a 6-up chance to save that mortal wound. Nope. All right. So, with that being said, the Relictor is going to do his Healing Storm. Pick a unit within 12. On a 3+, I get to heal them D3 wounds. So, we're going to pick the Drakos that are hurt. 3+, so they will heal that wound. Next up, I'm going to put the Warding Lantern from the Lord Castellant onto the Drakos, giving them +1 save. So, and then, last but not least, I do have translocation from this priest here. And, you know what? I'm going to try it. I am looking for not that. So that will be it for my hero phase. We'll be back after movement. So we are back with the Stormcast movement. They just kind of move forward, trying to charge some stuff. One unit of Adjudicators did come down from the sky, and I left everything else out in reserves. The Griffhounds and the Ether Wings move forward just to provide a screen, slow him down, hopefully. So we're going to move on to shooting. Let's go ahead and just get the easy stuff out of the way first. We're going to do this front unit Adjudicators here into his General. So these will be hitting you. The Champion will be hitting you on a 2. The other ones will be hitting you on 3s.
Sounds good.
All right, let's do it. Of course. He misses. That misses. I got 2 hits. 3 to wound you. That is 2 wounds on you at rend 1.
Alright, so my Huskard on Stonehorn has a 4-up save naturally, so let's try making some 5-up saves. Alright, so there's that. However, Stonehorns do have one of the coolest abilities for damage mitigation, Stone Skeleton. Roll a dice each time you allocate a wound or a mortal on it. On a 5-up, he just says no.
Yep.
So,
try to save that last one. No.
and he still takes 1.
He'll just take 1. All right. Next up, second unit of Adjudicators, going to be doing the same thing. Let's see what we can do here. All right, rolled a 1 again on that Champion. 3's hit, or 3's to wound. That is all 3 that wound, so 3 more saves at 5-up.
Alright, so all we're sneaking through that time, let's see if I can 5-up Feel No Pain it. So taking 2 more.
All right.
So that puts him down to 10 right there.
10.
Boulder Head ability does give you +1 wound at the beginning of the game. So
Okay.
there he goes.
All right, and then the other shooting I got right here, we're actually going to shoot here with the Lord Celestin. We measured it out, 12 inches. His is a 12-inch breadth, puts it right there at the back of the kitties. Unfortunately, it will not hit the Stonehorn, but it will hit the cats. So let's roll dice. On a 4+, that unit will suffer D3 mortal wounds. So let's see if it hits them. It does not. All right. Next shots. What we got? I'm going to shoot the 4 breaths from the Drakos there. 3 of them are going to be going into the
Into my
big
Stonehorn?
beastie back there. And then
Alright.
one of them, he's actually going to shoot his breath into the kitties. So the guy into the kitties does not happen. And then the 3 into the big guy, 1 hit, so he'll take D3 more wounds. He'll take the big 3.
Alright, let's try doing his damage mitigation on that.
Yep.
Looking for 5-ups. Alright, so he's only taken 1.
1, sweet, okay. And that is actually it for my awesome shooting phase. We'll be back with charges. We're back with the charge phase. We just got our 1 big charge right here. We got the Fulminators. They're going to be charging.
Let's see what's going on.
Let's see what's going on. 7. All right.
So that means you've got either my dinky little kitties, or you can actually have the Mornfang right next to them.
Yep. I think I'm going to go into those kitties. I think we talked about it. Well, you know what? I think when we talked about, we forgot my 1-inch reach. So we'll move this guy right there, and you know what? I can probably get some into those cats. We're gonna go right here. Earthquake, and then let's move him here. Last one right there, and then we're gonna roll for the Lord Celestin. He is looking for a 9. 3. And I do have a command point. I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll that. Looking for some big money here. It's 5. Nope. Alright, so that's going to be my only charge. We'll do pylons. So here we are after pylons. I've already elected to go ahead and attack with this Fulminator unit. They've made their pylons. I'm going to be sending 2 into the Mornfang, 1 into the kitties there, and 1 into the big beastie. The reason I did want to tie him up with my pylon is to prevent his ogre charge with those mortal wounds coming back at me. So, first things first, let's go ahead and do the Fulminator into the big beastie. He's got 3 attacks right now. He is hitting you on 3s. That is 1 hit. He's wounding you on 3s. He fails to wound.
Was that with the actual giant sword or saber he's got?
That was the same. Yeah, that was a spear.
All
and then I got the Dracoth attacks here. These also hit on 3s. 2 hits. Wound you on 3s. It does go through. Rend 1.
All right, so this Stonehorn Beast Rider has a 4-up, so what's looking for a 5?
All right.
That's very much not a 5. I do have a 5-up mortal wound, 5-up wound protection.
Yep.
And I saved that.
All right. Next Fulminator. Going into the kitties. His spear again. I got 2 hits.
Much easier targets.
Yep. Looking for 3 to wound. Ah, he fails. Okay, can't even kill some cats.
Well, you got some big bite attacks going
Yep.
on.
Dracoth Claws. 2 hits. And we got 3 to wound. Just 1 wound at Rend 1.
All right, so kitties are unfortunately have only cat-like armor, so they have a 6-up naturally.
Okay, so they'll go through. It's just 1 damage.
Just a single? All
Yep.
right. So 2 wounds apiece. So guy in the back is down to 1.
All right, and then I got my 2 Dracoths there that are going into those Mornfang. So this is 6 attacks with their spears. Hit on 3s. Let's see if they are well trained today. Wow, that is a lot of 2s.
Did you kidnap my old dice?
I think I did. These Dwellers Below dice are failing me. 2 hits. Wounding you on 3s. That's landed. I got 1 through at Rend 1.
All right, so Mornfang have a natural 4-up. So you said how many?
1.
Just 1? So it's going to be a 5-up, rerolling 1s.
Nope.
All right, so it's going to pierce me.
3 damage.
3, hot dang.
On the charge, yep.
All right, so I've got 3 so far on him.
And then I got my 2 Dracoths that are attacking there. Hitting on 3s. That's better.
I don't like seeing you finally have success.
Yeah, and let's hope for some 6s here for some D6 damage on their claws. Let's see. Looking for 3s to wound ya. I did get 1 6. Okay, so we got 2 here. They're both at Rend 1. One
Okay.
will be damage 1. One will be damage D6.
All right, so for your big giant D6 one,
5, you save.
whew, that's a relief. All right, and for the regular one,
Save that as well. Cool.
All right.
Sweet. And I think that's it for my activation. What do you got?
all right, so I'm going to be doing some piling back at you.
Okay.
So it looks like that since it's only combat, so I'm going to start pushing in.
Yep.
So he's going to try doing as much little inching in as forward as possible.
Okay.
So for rule simplicity purposes, I'm just going to do this one first, and then I'm going to move on over to the
Sure.
main thing. So currently, the Stonehorn Beast Rider, I'm going to attack with his punches and kicks. I always thought this was super strange that you've got 6 attacks on there, hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s. No rend. I mean, it's just a kick to the face. But let's see. Do you end up having any negation or
No.
ways to reduce my accuracy?
No, sir.
All right, so I've got punches and kicks, looking for 4s. And looking for 4s once again. All right, so you take 1 punch or kick to the face.
No rend?
Nope.
All right. They have a 3-up save normally, and they did have +1 for the warding lantern, so I am saving on 2 ups. Rerolling 1s because of their shields.
Hot dang.
Yep. I save on a 3.
All right. So next I've got some rock hard horns. I am currently at 12 wounds, so I'm still going to be at my highest bracket. So I have a total of 6 attacks, hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s, 2 rend, damage 3.
Nice. All right.
So I've got my 6. Let's see how it goes. Wow.
Pretty good hits.
All right.
Looking for
Looking for 3s.
3s. All right.
That's going to be 4 of those sneaking through.
Okay.
As I did say, it's going to be Rend 2.
Rend 2. Okay, so they will be saving on 4-ups, re-rolling 1s. Let's see. All right, I failed 3 of them. What's the damage?
So they're going to be 3. However, you do get. Was that any rerolls that you're going to sneak in there?
Nope.
All right, so that's going to be a total of 9 damage by itself.
That'll be 2 dead, or it'll be 1 dead, 4 wounds carrying over.
And I still have my Crushing Hoofs attack.
Go ahead and roll those.
So with him, he's going to get D6 out of this. So let's see how many he's going to go through. Oh,
6.
man! All right, for once, he's not attacks on the unit. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Because I'm at my full wounds bracket, Crushing Hoofs are also wounding on 2s. So 3s and 2s.
All right.
All right. And wow! All right, this is the best he's ever done. So with these are -1, and these are D3 damage.
Okay, so I'm looking for 3s here, re-rolling 1s. I saved 3, so 1 goes through. Go ahead and do your damage.
That's gonna be 2 right there
2,
for you.
okay. So that'll be 11 wounds total. So that'll be 2 Dracoths biting the dust. I'll go ahead and remove those guys. Go ahead and remove them right here. And then you got your other activation.
All right, so obviously a very smart move, trying to remove my Mournfang out of combat. I already realized something. Didn't do the Earl Bad ability for 6s doing mortals. Doesn't matter.
We'll review the tape. We'll look to see how many mortal wounds go through.
Sounds good. Next up, we have literally the dinky little Frost Sabers. They have 3 attacks apiece, hitting on 4s and 3s. So I've got 6 attacks going into your Dracos.
All right.
That's pretty typical for my kitties. They're looking for 3s, and interestingly, they actually have a Rend of 1. So
Nice.
Rend of 1 on that.
Okay, so looking for 3-ups here, re-rolling 1s. I fail 1. Damage?
Oh man, an entire 1.
Ooh, all right. So right now they have 1 damage, and we'll review that tape to see if there's any more wounds. So I think that's it for activations for the turn.
Yeah, because I'm well out of piloting range for you on
Okay, so let's go ahead and tally up my points. You still control that objective here. You control this one. The only objective I got here is this one with my adjudicators. So I will score a whole whopping 1 point this turn. Do you want to go ahead and do the priority roll?
that. Ooh, let's do it, my friend.
All right, let's do it live.
All right.
All right, ready?
Sure thing.
6.
Oh!
I think I needed it after that turn. I will go ahead and take my double. We'll be back with my hero phase. Okay, so we just had a quick addendum. We reviewed that video. They did suffer an additional 3 more wounds from the formation, and we're going to go ahead and do their bravery. So I lost 2 fulminators. They are bravery 7, so I am anything but a 6. 3. They're fine. Okay, so we got the rest of my hero phase though. What we're going to do right here, we got the Lord Relictor. He is going to cast his translocation on himself. 5. It goes.
So is that actually magic, or
That's his prayer.
Oh, it's a prayer. All right.
So he's going to teleport himself right over here.
So how far is that actually from my kitties?
I think he should be outside 9. Yep, he's
All
outside
right.
9. And then he's going to do his Healing Storm on the Fulminators.
I did not want to hear that.
On a 3+. All right. It goes.
Oh.
They heal for D3 wounds. They heal 2. Okay, so put them on 2 wounds suffered. So that's his thing. The other part of the hero phase is I'm going to put I believe I have range for the Warding Lantern. Let me double check that. It is wholly within 18. They should be within 18. Yes. So he's going to put the Warding Lantern back on those Dracoths, giving them +1 save. And that is all I have for my hero phase. We'll be back with the end of the movement. Here we are at the end of the Stormcast movement. The Fulminators, they came down from the sky, along with the Prime. Unit Adjudicators in the back came down. And that is all my units. The Lord Celestin, he just moved forward a little bit, trying to get a good charge off there. The Lord Castellant, he moved up as well.
And you did do some mighty maneuvering with your little tiny hound right near my Mournfang.
Yep, just shuffled over. So, what we're gonna do? We're gonna start off with some shooting right here. What we got? We're just gonna try it again. That front unit of Adjudicators into your general. So they'll be hitting on 2s and 3s. Black dice will be the champion. All right. So we got 1 miss right here. His does hit. When his does hit, he turns into D6 attacks.
Oh, dang.
So that would be 4 wound rolls for him. Woo! Wounding on 3s. Couple misses there. So we got 3 wounds into him at Rend 1.
All right, so I now have a 5 up. So I'm taking 2 and 5 up, trying to ignore it. So gonna take 2 more on him.
Okay. And then we're gonna do the same thing again with that unit of Adjudicators.
So is this the one out in cover?
This is the one in the cover. So right here, looking for it again. All right, 2 misses. That champion hits. His will explode into 2 shots. Wounding you on 3s. That is 3 at Rend 1 again.
All right, so that's 1 is save and taking another one.
All right, putting 6 wounds on him. He's getting there.
Yeah, so he's very bracketed at this point.
All right, what do we got next? We're going to use that back unit of Adjudicators right there.
So what you got against my Noblars holding the objective, man? Is it their Bravery 4?
Yeah, Bravery 5, I think you said they were. Let's go ahead and let's shoot into them. Same deal. I got 1 miss. The champion hits. His will explode into 4 shots. And then 3s, 2 wounds. Wow.
That's quite a few dead Noblars.
6 at Rend 1.
So Noblars have a T-shirt for armor. So with a 6-up save, that's now negated.
Okay.
So how many of my little guys are dead?
6.
All right. So 6 overall. I'll miss you guys. You were a great lunch.
All right, and that's it for all the Adjudicator shooting. Next up, we're going to do the Drakos. The Lord Celestin, he's just going to put his breath right in between the kitties and the Stonehorn. We looked this up. It does not affect enemy units. It only affects enemy units, not friendly units. So we're going to roll for each of them. On the Big Beastie, does he take a mortal wound? Or D3 on a 4+? Nope. And on the kitties, no. All right.
Wow.
I got 2 breath attacks from those Drakos. They're going to be doing the same deal into the Big Beastie.
Okay.
Looking for 4-ups here. Both of them hit. So this will be 2 D3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
We're looking at 4 mortal wounds.
All right. Let's see if I can try ignoring any of those. All right. Ignoring 1. So taking 3 on him.
Okay.
Way to bracket him.
And then the last of my shooting will be here, the Celestin Prime. He's going to be just putting his little comet right here, an inch away from both those units. We'll see the range of it. We'll roll it. 6 inches. So it should be outside of my outside my interwings, which it is. So it'll just be D3 mortal wounds on both of these. So on the Big Beastie, he will be taking 2 mortal wounds, and you got your damage prevention rolls.
All right. Let's see. All right. So he's going to ignore 1, but it is a common after all to my butt.
And on the Mournfang, they will take just 1 mortal wound.
All right.
And we'll be back with charges. So here we are with the Stormcast charge phase. We're going to start out with, hopefully, which should be an easy one, the Lord Celestin. He's charging. Measured it up. We need a 4, which he will barely get, but he will get. He will go right in there. And I want to make sure I want to keep him, that unit, wholly within 9 of him for his aura. So he'll be good there.
Yep, you're golden.
We're looking for the Lord Celestin. Or Castellant, sorry. 7. That'll get him in there. And the Relictor is looking for 9. 7. He failed. All right, not a big deal with him.
So now we've got the big old battle of the crunchy stuff.
Yep, we're going to do the Paladins. They are looking for a 9. Here we go. 8. I do have a command point.
Definitely,
I'm going to spend it.
definitely worth it.
Try that one more time, and they're getting the reroll from the Prime. All right, come on. Looking for a 9, baby. 9, 9, 9. 5. They miss. All right. Which leaves the Prime.
The Prime, at this point,
I don't think he's going to go in.
I was going to say, I'd keep him safe because you've got these Aether Wings blocking, so therefore I have to chew through everything. Which,
You could get the double turn on him, but...
yeah, but even without it, you're still in a very good, safe position.
Yep. So, that's going to be it for that. We'll be back with combat. All right, so we did have one more charge. Judicators are charging the Noblars. We're looking for an 11. Nope. All right, so we're moving into combat. I'm going to activate the Lord Celistan first. He's got 3 attacks with his Tempestus Hammer. When he does make a charge, he gets D3 additional attacks.
Ooh, nasty.
All right, so here we go. He gets 2 additional, so he is on 5 attacks. He is hitting you on 3s, wounding you on 2s. So here we go, looking for 3s. All right, 2 misses. He's looking for 2s to wound you here. That would be 2 wounds. These, with his item, it gets an additional rend. So these will be rend 2.
Oh man, why do you keep on doing stuff like this to me? All right, so I have a 4-up save naturally, so it looks like I'm going to a 6.
6s, all right.
So you said
2 of them.
2 of them. Looking for 6s.
No.
All right.
Looks like that extra rend came in handy.
Let's see.
The damage?
Yep, damage overall.
2d3. So it'll be 3 damage.
All right, mortal wound prevention. All right, so I'm taking 2.
All right. So how many wounds does he got left?
So he has taken 7 overall.
So he's got 6 left.
Yep.
All right. So next we got his trusty Dracoth. Earlier I mentioned he's got the trait. I mentioned what I said was wrong. Actually gives him 2 extra attacks, I believe, in combat for his Dracoth. Let's double check that. So this is the... Sorry about that. Pack leader, 2 additional attacks while I'm within 6 of any other Dracothian models, which I am. So the Dracoth normally has 3 attacks. He has 5 here. He is hitting you on 3s. Womp womp womp.
I'm pretty intimidating.
Yep.
I mean,
he's wounding you on 3s, but if I get
a 6, that's
6, it becomes a big damage. Let's look. No, okay, so that'll be 1 at rend 1.
All right, looking for a 5. That's not a 5.
Just damage 1.
And I say no to that.
Okay. What activation are you going with?
Well, since you didn't get any of your Frost Lord smacking back over there, I'm going to be activating Beast Rider in combat.
Yep.
I'm going to actually be smacking your Draco Riders
Okay,
as opposed to your character.
Okay.
Looks like I'm going to be getting all my attacks into them. I'm honestly much more afraid of them, especially all your mortal wound output. So let's see what they do.
Okay.
All right. So even though he's significantly damaged at this point, my Stonehorn Beast Riders are going to be throwing all of his attacks into the Dracos. So I have 6 attacks right now, trying to do some punches and kicks into him. Looking for 4s and 4s. 6s do mortal. You're gonna have 1 mortal in there.
Okay.
The cool thing about this battalion is it does not stop the attack.
It's just an addition to.
Yep. And so looking for 4s. That's gonna be 2 regular saves that you're gonna be making from there.
All right.
Only 1 damage.
All right. So this could actually be healing them potentially. So they're gonna get +1. They have +1 for the lantern and +1 because they're within range of Staunch Defender.
So isn't that a 2-up rerolling 1s?
So they're on actually 1-up rerolling 1s.
Ooh.
But any 6s will heal them.
Oh man.
There we go. Rerolling 1s. Okay, so they save, and because of the way wound operations, so they will heal a wound first before they take any damage.
Okay.
So that'll put them back on 1. And well, actually, it'll just negate the one mortal wound that you had there.
Yep.
So we'll just keep it there.
All right, so next up, I've got my 4 rock hard attacks. They're bracketed on that, so 4 right here, looking for 4s. That's not what I was hoping for. I got it out of the way earlier. All right, however, that is gonna sneak on through. This is a -2, doing damage 3.
-2, all right, so they're on a 1-up save, so they're saving on a 3-up, rerolling 1s. Save.
All right. Next up, I've got my Crushing Hoofs. It's going to be D6 attacks, so it's going to be 4 overall. Then I'm hitting on you on some 3s.
Nice, 1 more mortal wound.
My two wound is also going to be a 3. Oh, too bad. So completely flubs right there.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and activate. You know what we're going to activate with those Dracoths? We're just going to pile in just a little bit more right here. Just stay within range there. So we'll be pushing, we'll do the kitties right there. So they're just going to send everything into that big beastie. So these will be the spears from the riders, hitting you on 3s.
Much more accurate this time.
Yep. Wounding you on 3s. They all wound at rend 1.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, so it looks like 3 of those are going to pierce my skin. So
Just
what's going
damage
on?
1.
All right, so do I mitigate any of it? Ooh, I'm taking 3 on that.
All right, and then I got 6 attacks from the claws from the Dracoths. These are the same deal, hitting you on 3s. Couple misses there. Wounding you on 3s. Looking for 6s for that big damage. No. Okay, so that'll just be 2 at rend 1.
And I'm saving them both this time.
Nice. All right. And then your activation.
So you've got 2 wounds remaining on these Draco Riders.
Yep.
And what's the save characteristic of this character holding the lantern right in my
He's got a
someone's face?
3-up.
So I'm gonna try allocating all my kitty attacks into your riders.
Okay.
So moving over like that.
Yep.
So therefore I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna get all my attacks in there.
He'll just actually just have to stay just like that because he's good. Yep.
Thanks on the correction. All right, so kitties are gonna be doing 3 attacks apiece. So let's see what they're doing. They're gonna be doing average. That's what they're gonna be doing. All right, so it's just gonna be 1 attack. It is a rend 1 though, so
Okay.
hopefully it'll deal with your impervious armor.
Yep, so I'm still on a 1-up, so I'm saving here on a 2. And even so, since I got the +2 to my save, 6s will still heal me because it will be a 7.
Dang.
All right. 2, so they save.
All right.
They are good. And then do we have any other attacks? Oh, I still got my Lord Castellan. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say you need to smack me back with that lantern.
He's got a 2 retreat, so he's just gonna send everything into your
Beast Rider.
big dude. So he's got 3 attacks. He is hitting you on 3s. He's got 2 hits. He is wounding you on 3s. That is 1 wound at rend 1.
And I say I don't care.
Okay. So I think that's it for that. Not a big turn for me points-wise. I will only score 1 point again for controlling my objective here in the back. That's the good thing about those big Stone Lords. They count as 10 models apiece. Even damage on just the few remaining wounds he has left.
However, I do have to take a bravery test.
Okay.
That's what happens when you end up taking 6 wounds in the back.
Yep.
Noblars only have a 4 bravery.
Okay, so they're already losing. Well, you get +1 for having 10 more models.
Yep, so I've got 14 models remaining in the unit.
Okay, so your bravery, what you said it was?
Technically, so it's 4 to begin with, so now I'm technically 5.
Technically a 5. You've lost 6, so you're losing 1 plus die roll.
Yep.
All right, let's roll that.
Losing 4
4
squeaky little guys.
So it'd actually be 5 with the additional 1.
All right, well, nice knowing you guys.
And we'll remove those, and we'll be back with the Beast Claw
Turn two. So I've got a really simple hero phase right now going on. This needs to vanish because it's now the turn, but I'm still going to be trying casting Mystic Shield once again. I'm still within 1 inch of the mystical terrain that's arcane, so I'll still have the +1. So let's see if I can get it.
Oh yeah.
Very much going off. So once again, my Mornfang are going to have a little bit better chance of saving.
Okay, that's it for your hero phase?
Yep, that's it all.
All right, and we'll be back after movement. Right, so here we are at the end of the Ogre movement phase. What do we do, Jake?
All right, so my Noblars, who are guarding this objective, they decided to move a little bit closer to these guys up on the hill. Due to movement issues, not all of them are still going to be able to throw stuff at you, but any shooting is better than none. The big stuff happened actually in the center. So after casting Mystic Shield, my Butcher decided to try supporting the Mornfang, who are going to try charging all the Dracos. So it's going to be a pretty nasty combat over there when that actually comes to fruition. Due to James's Aether Wings and that Solo Hound, unfortunately my general, the Huskard, is basically locked down. So he's going to try doing his 3-inch charge given the chance. No use moving him for any purpose. However, the big creme de la creme of combats will happen pretty soon. Right now we've got the Frost Lord on Stonehorn, who wants to make a massive charge into these paladins. They're paladins, right?
Yep.
And then the Mornfang are going to try swooping on in as well. So that's going to be my movement phase, and I'm going to move on to some shooting.
What do we got?
All right, so as notorious as it is, we're going to start off with some no-bar shooting. They're going to actually be shooting these guys up on the hill. Sharp stuff. It's got, so I got 7 that's going to be hitting overall. So I need 4s and 5s.
All right.
All right, so I've got my, looking for 4s.
Oh, that's some accurate knockbars there.
Yeah. I don't know why we bother eating them when they're that accurate.
Fighters.
All right, looking for 5s. Wow. All right, an entire 2 wounds.
Are you ready?
No.
All right, so I'm saving iron 4-ups. Oop, that's in the crack. No.
Whoa! And the crowd goes wild. All right, I am completely flabbergasted at the ability of my Noblars. Next up, we're gonna actually be moving over to the Mornfang. So your champion has a pistol. He's got hits on a 4-up because it's flintlock.
Who is he shooting?
He's gonna be shooting these damaged Dracos.
Okay.
So needs a 4 on this.
He hits.
Wow, this is my lucky day. Looking for 3s at this point. Well, spoke too soon. There's nothing over there. However, the Beast Rider, who's locked in combat, is going to try launching a harpoon at point blank range directly into the Dracos. So the harpoon hits on a 4, wounds on a 3.
Who's this into?
Dracos.
Dracos again? Okay.
Yep, he's literally putting his arm down, trying to do a point blank range, and well, he hit, which is good because it's all of 2 inches. Looking for a 3, it hits. It has 0 rend. However, if it sneaks through, it is D3.
Okay, so no rend. They currently get +1 save against shooting. They have +1 from the Staunch Defender and +1 from the Lantern. So they are on a 0+ save with 4-ups.
You failed worse.
4-ups healing them. So let's roll. That's a 3. They'll save, but they will not heal.
All right, next up, I've got my lovely little Blood Vulture.
Yep.
If this model is armed with Blood Vulture, at the start of your shooting phase, pick one model within 30 inches that is visible to it. On a tip, it just takes a mortal wound.
Cool. Who's taking it?
So I'm going to try doing it once again into the Dracos. Looking for a 2-up.
No.
Oh, bad birdie. All right, so moving on over here, I'm going to try using my Huskard, who's stuck in the middle of the table. He's going to use his birdie and going to target the Dracos, which I just valiantly failed at.
All right.
The rule says that One cannot be used again because bad luck. So let's see, can I get another 2-up to try doing the Draco? Whoa! All right, so that's a mortal wound on them.
So I'll put him on 4.
All right.
And then we got one more pistol over here with the other Mornfang.
Yeah, so the Mornfang that are in the corner with giant Gargant hackers are going to be shooting at the Paladins up front. They're looking for a 4. That's nice. And looking for a 3. Once again, so that's a rend 1, which will be D3 damage.
All right. Okay. And you know what? I forgot their glaives give them -1 to be shot at, but you did hit. I think you had a 5 to hit. So you're saying rend 1?
Yep.
So I'm saving on a 5. Ah, they save.
Oh, well, you know what? That hero round was dominated by Noblars, so I think I'm cool with it. I'm going to start gearing up for my charge phase at this point. All right, so we're opening up with some Maw Tribes charges. The cool thing is that I've got some pretty nasty trampling charges potential coming in. Right now for the Mornfang, they're going to be trying to charge in. Let's see what ends up happening. A 4. All right, so that means for their Ogre charge, they're going to get a few extra dice for that.
Okay.
So they'll make it in. An Ogre charge, for those that aren't familiar, it's after an Ogre or a Rhinox unit makes a charge move, you can pick one unit within 1 inch of this unit and roll a number of dice equal to the unmodified charge roll for that charge move. Add 2 if the Ogre unit has a charge move over 8, or if the model's a monster. That's one of the reasons why James made sure to lock down that my Stonehorn earlier on. For each 6, that unit suffers 1 mortal wound.
All right.
So fishing for 6s. Nope.
Nothing. Okay. We'll go ahead and move them. They got their 4-inch move. You want to keep rolling?
Yeah, so next up, we're going to try doing my Butcher. He's going to try charging as well. 4, so he's actually not going to end up making it.
Ooh.
Which, despite his hunger, it happens. Next charge that we're going to go on over here is in the middle of the table. We're going to try doing the Huskard. He needs a 3.
He should make this. Yes.
All right. So that's 8 right there.
Plus 2 more for being a monster. So that'd be 10 dice.
Add 2 to the roll.
Oh, 2 to the roll. So this would be on 4-ups.
Yeah. So he can really start just crushing. So he's looking for 4s. Looking for 4s. So still going to take 3 mortal wounds on the unit when he pushes in.
Cool.
Gonna try having some birds for breakfast.
All right, got him here.
We're doing the creme de la creme of the army. So right now, the Frostlord, as well as Mornfangs, are going to try charging into the Paladins. The big thing which is going on though is, no matter what I end up doing, you're still going to end up probably sneaking into those Aether Wings into combat with me, and I need to make sure that I avoid that Prime because he's nasty. So, let's go with it. All right, that's an Ogre charge at 9 into the Paladins.
Yep.
So he's actually going to push all the way into here. Okay. The good thing is these Paladins are notorious for ripping apart monsters, so that's going to help determine my priority.
Okay, you want to roll those dice there?
All right.
Looking for 4-ups again?
4-ups.
Looks like 4 more wounds.
Yeah, so are Polys 2 or 3 wounds?
They are 3 wounds apiece, so it'll kill 1 and put 1 on 2 wounds remaining. So we'll go ahead and we will take that guy there. We'll go ahead and put 1 wound on him. You want to move your charge your Mornfang?
Yeah, let's move some Mornfang. Can they do their 3-inch charge? They can do a 6.
Yep.
All right.
Roll your 6 dice for them.
All right. Doesn't look like there's anything.
We got to roll that. That's a leader right there.
And it doesn't help no matter what.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and move those charges, and we'll be back with combat. So we're back with the combat phase. Jake, it's your turn. So who is activating first?
So I'm gonna be activating my Frost Lord. He's literally the man of the hour. For activating for command ability though, all out charge. I'll be activating that from the General's Handbook 2020. I'll be targeting the Mournfang with that. That allows me to reroll hits of 1.
Okay.
Particularly useful because it's in the Mournfang are part of the Earl Bad, so therefore it helps me fish for 6s.
Yep.
However, I don't even know if they're going to have anything to hit left at the end of this. The Frost Lord on Stonehorn is going to open up with his Frost Spear.
Sure.
Frost Spear, pretty nasty. 4 attacks, hitting on 3s and 3s. 2 are sneaking through, looking for 3s. So it's only going to be 1.
Rend?
Rend 1, but it's damage 3.
Okay, rend a 1. So they're saving on a 5 up. I save.
Okay. Next up, I got 3 punches and kicks. 3s and 3s.
I'll hit.
Super accurate. 2 regular saves. No rend. 1 damage.
1 damage. All right, so these will be saving on 4 ups. Save them both.
Next up, because I'm at my full wound potential right now, Rockhorde horns are 6 attacks overall. However, I have the Branded Svard as well as Clatterhorn.
Yep.
So this is hitting on 6 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s.
Okay.
All right, looks like all are sneaking through.
Yes, sir. 3 wound.
And I'll reroll that sucker right there. And it fails. However, 4 are sneaking through.
What's the rend on these?
This is going to be Rend 2, damage 3, but add +1 to the damage inflicted by attacks made by the Rockhorde Horns and Crushing Hoofs if the model made a charge. So this is potentially 4 damage for every wound.
Each one that goes through? All right, that was 4 of them?
Yeah, Rend 2.
Rend 2, so I'm looking for 6s here. Oh, that's landing. I failed them all. So that'll be 16 damage. Let me go ahead and remove those casualties, and then we'll be back with my activation.
Whoa, man.
Oh, is that... Sorry.
I still have some hoofs.
Oh, okay.
I know. I want the misery to end for you too. So, Crushing Hoofs. We're gonna have just 2 attacks.
Okay.
Normally hits on 3s, but because of the ability, it's hitting on 2s. Wounding, also on 2s. So this is only going to be Rend 1, but it is D3 + 1.
Okay, so this will be 5s. Save them.
Oh, that's why you tried
I already knew. Well, let me remove those casualties and we'll be back with my activation. So with my activation here, I'm going to activate with the Paladins here. They're going to send everything into the Frost Lord. So first we're going to do the Star Soul Maces.
So what are those? I haven't played against these guys in a considerable amount of time.
Yep, so basically for each one of them, I roll a dice. On a 1, nothing happens. On a 2 through 5, you'll take D3 more wounds for each one. And on a 6, you take D3 + 1.
Whew, that's not what I want to hear.
Nope. So here we go into the Stonehorn. That'll be... Ooh, there you go. That saved you. So that'll just be D3 more wounds. Just 2.
All right, so my 5 up. I'm
Save
saving them both.
Nothing. Okay. So we got the Prime here. He's got 1 extra attack with his glaive. He is hitting you on 3s. And then, because you are a monster, the unmodified hit roll of an attack made with a Stormstrike glaive targets a monster is 6. Ow. Oh, okay. So if I hit you on a 6, the damage becomes D6 instead of 1.
Oh, that's really great.
So I'm hitting you on 3s. Alright, so I'll roll these separately. So those hit there. These wound you on 3s. Those all wound. And can he wound you? He does. So that'll be Rend 1 on all these. These are damage 1. This will be damage D6.
All right. So I have a 3-up save naturally. You said Rend 1, so looking for 4s.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh man! All right, now this is where it really comes to show. So Rend 1 on this, but if I failed, potentially D6.
Yep.
All right.
5. You make it. All right. That's my activation. Do you know? Do you want to go next, or do you want to give it a think?
You know what? That entire side, these Mornfang, I know what they're gonna do. I'm gonna move to this end of the table.
Sure.
And I am going to start smacking with some Mornfang into some of my Dracos.
Okay.
So I've already done my big ol' charge. The cool thing with Mornfang is I'm gonna start out with their tusks, just because it's pretty simple. They do have a special rule. It says add 1 to the damage inflicted by attacks made by the unit tusk if the charge was made that turn. So tusks, 4 attacks each. Hitting on 4s, 1 on 3s, rend 1. But then it becomes damage 2 if it sneaks on through. And I do have the Earlbat ability on this unit, so I'm looking for 6s overall.
Okay.
So, gonna be looking for 16 dice to begin with.
Yep. And it looks like one of them can only attack the Lord Celestant.
You know what? That's what I'll have to be doing. So, not too worried on that. So, 3 of them will be going into the Dracos right here. It looks like the Hornblower in the back will be doing all his attacks into the Celestant.
Okay.
So, for simplicity purposes, the Celestant, the Horn attacks. So, looking for 4s. That happens. No Earlbat. Looking for 3s. Well, there's that. So it's gonna be rend 1, but 2 damage on that.
Okay. He gets +1 for a save for Staunch Defender, so he will be saving on 3s. I failed those both. What's the damage?
So I said rend 1. It's damage 1 normally, but the horns on the charge make it 2.
Okay. So I put him on 4 wounds.
Then I'm also gonna, since I'm attacking him right now,
Yep.
I'm also just gonna do his club. So I get 3 attacks on this. Hopefully for 6s. Nope. Hitting on 3s. All right, so there's 1. No rend, but 2 damage.
No rend. Okay, so he's saving on a 2-up. He saves.
All right. Now we're gonna end up moving to all the Mornfang charge into the Dracos. So.
Hit on 4s.
Yep, hitting on 4s. I see.
There you go. A lot of potential mortal wounds. Yep, 4 mortal wounds.
All right.
And let's get rid of the misses. We'll have to do this separately because it's weird with all the healing stuff. So we've got 4 mortal wounds on them, and then you got all your hits, and then you roll your wounds.
Much better. All right, so that's right there.
5 wounds.
Yep, it's gonna be 5 wounds. Rend 1.
Rend 1. All right, so they are on a 1+ save right now.
Yep.
So this will be on a 2-up. Rerolling 1s with 6s healing themselves. That's leaning. Okay.
Oh.
So I'll save them all. They will, and I believe the way the FAQ works is you heal all the wounds first, and then afterwards you'll apply any other damage afterwards. So this will bring them down to 2 wounds, and we still got the 4 mortal wounds we got to apply at the end.
All right. Then after that, I do have all my clubs. Interestingly, the champion doesn't get any charge bonus or any additional attacks. However, I still get 3 attacks each with the clubs.
All right.
Fishing for 6s, which I'm not seeing. All right, looking for 3s. All right. So 4 saves right there. This is no rend, which really plays into what's going on for you.
Yep. So this time I will be still saving on 2s, but I'll be healing on 5+.
Yeah.
So I actually need, if I roll 1 5+ here, it will save one of my Dracoths. Or actually I need 2 5+s here. On 4 dice. Yes.
Oh, that's
I
really
make them
what I
all.
need to see.
So he will heal all his wounds, but then he will take the 4 mortal wounds afterwards from your Earlbat attacks.
All right.
So that saved that unit there. My activation?
Sure is.
Okay, we're going to do my Lord Celestant on Dracoth. He's going to go try to finish off that big beastie. He has 3 attacks with his Tempestus Hammer. He is hitting you on 3s. Just 1 hit. He's wounding you on a 2. It's a 1. Womp womp.
Wow.
But let's try it with the Dracoth. Dracoth has some attacks here. He's hitting you. He gets +2 because the Dracoths are near him. He'll be hitting you on 3s.
Much better.
Yep. And we will be wounding you on 3s. Okay, so that's 2 at rend 1.
All right. So you said going on my big ol' rider?
Yep.
All right. So 4 up normally. Whoops. And so one's gonna. So both of them are gonna sneak on through.
Okay.
What's the damage on
Damage
that?
just 1.
Damage 1. All right. So trying to ignore your mortals, and I'm very good at trying to take it out of that train. So he's taken 2. So right now he is down to 1 wound.
Ooh. All right. Do you know what activation you want to do next?
You know what? I've got to go with him right
Okay.
now, because if not, you're going to try swinging back, and I can't afford to lose him at this point.
Sure.
So, a severely damaged, mind you, he's taken 12 wounds at the game, and he only has 12 wounds naturally. However, the Boulder Head ability does give all mounts, large monsters, +1 wound.
Correct. That's that extra rule saving you this time.
All right, so I'm going to try doing my 6 little punches and kicks. They're all good. So, just making sure. In these Dracos, they're the ones that have the crazy healing ability.
Correct.
The prime or the lore, your hero doesn't have that ability.
Does not.
So
He's still sitting on a 2+ save.
you know what? Still a better chance than replenishing your unit.
Sure.
So he's gonna do his 6 attacks, 4s and 4s into him.
Okay.
These are Earl Batted. So it's gonna be 1 Earl Bad.
Okay.
All right, and that's gonna be 4 regular saves. No rend.
No rend. Okay, so he's saving here on 2+. He saves them all. And he will take a wound from you. And what else we got?
So we've got some rock hard horns. These are a random allotment.
Okay.
Just 3.
Okay.
Then I'm hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. Glad to see that something actually went through. And looking for a 3. All right, so there's that.
So that'll be 1 more mortal wound right on him from that 6.
So this is going to be a rend of 2, damage 3.
Okay, rend of 2. So he's saving on a 4+ here. He re-rolls save rolls of 1. And if I make this save, you will take mortal wounds back at
Which
you.
would actually kill him.
Yep, but you still get all your attacks.
Yeah.
All right, Sigmar Shield.
That's pretty embarrassing.
Yep. So I am actually looking for a 3+. Or sorry, 4+ with the rend 2. Sorry. Yep, 2. Save. So that means every enemy unit within 3 inches will take 1 mortal wound.
It was nice knowing you, chum.
Oh, he still got his
Yeah.
damage prevention roll.
All right, so next up, though, lastly, he does have D6 crushing hoofs attacks.
Sure.
I'm glad to know that even his death throws, he still has that. Hitting on 3s. And I do have an Earl Bad.
Okay.
Then to wound, because he's hurting. It's a 4 up. All are hitting.
Nice.
So these are rend 1, damage 3.
Okay, so he'll be saving on a 3 up here. He makes them all.
So I do have my Stonehorn stone skeleton.
Yep.
So on a 5 up, I potentially can still live through this.
Yes.
Come on, 5 up. No! All right, well, it was nice knowing you. All right, mate.
All right, so we'll remove him, and I think my activation. I know you got. You know what? My Lord Costella's going to attack before those doggies potentially take him out. So he's got 3 attacks. He's going to send them all over there.
Okay.
He is hitting you on 3s. That is 2 hits. He is wounding you on 3s. That is 1. So these are rend 1, 2 damage apiece.
All right, so just 2 damage is going through.
2 damage going through, and they did take a wound from the shield earlier when he
Ooh.
saved. So
All right, so that means it's 3 overall, which is enough to kill my kitties.
all right, and then we'll.
I love them, but they did what I said at the beginning of the game. I wanted for objective grabbing.
All right, and the Mournfang will also take a mortal wound from the shield earlier too.
So, of all things, Mournfang, let's make sure on this. They have a thing called an Iron Fist. It's, a nice little gauntlet. If an unmodified save roll for an attack made by a melee weapon, so right there, already not going to work until you start smacking me back.
Yep.
So,
Okay. So we can just use a little dice right there from.
Yep.
Yep. And then it'll be your activation. Do you know where you're going to go next? I think you only have one. Maybe you got two potentials. You got the.
Yeah, so I've got in the middle of the board. I've got the easiest combat in the world. It's a metal cruncher, which won't trigger because your save isn't good enough.
Yep.
However, I think it's a lot more dynamic and a lot cooler overall. However, they've actually already attacked, so no matter what, I'm only going to be having birds smacking into me.
Okay. Well, you still got the Mornfang that can pile an attack.
So the Mornfang, let's go. Let's move on over there.
Okay. Sure. We'll pile them in. 3 inches. These guys have 2-inch reach.
Yeah, that's the great thing about the Gargant Hacker.
She will get them all in.
And because I did activate the 2020 General's Compendium command ability on them,
Yep.
that means they'll be rerolling 1. Hopefully I'll be fishing for 6s.
All right.
So right now, I have 16 Mornfang attacks rushing in. These are from their tusks. Look at all that 6s.
1.
Yep.
And you got one reroll. I think this was there beforehand.
Yeah, so I got just 1 reroll. You know what? A hit's a hit. All right. Looking for some 3s. Just making sure. Tusks are 4s and 3s. Well, there's all my 6s. Pretty good. 4. So it's gonna be a total of 9 dice overall. These are Rend 1, and they're 2 damage though.
Okay. So I'm saving here on 5s. 9 attacks. Looking for 5s. Ooh, okay. I saved a fair number.
I'm actually really impressed on that.
So that would be 6 damage there. That'll kill 2 more paladins. I already killed the one with the mortal wound for the champion. And I got 1 paladin left. You want to go ahead and do your remaining attacks?
Yeah, so I've already done those nasty tusks. Now I have the Gargant Hackers. I'm always super skeptical on this, just because it's this we mentioned earlier. It's a win big, lose big type thing.
Yep.
So 2 attacks a piece, hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s, but it is Rend 1, damage 3. I will get the Earl Bad ability, and I get to reroll of 1s.
Okay.
So there's gonna be 1,
2,
2,
nice,
and a reroll. All right, pretty good overall. So that's 2 more. Looking for 3s. That's gonna be 3 more overall with a Rend 1 that's doing damage 3.
All right, looking for 5s here. Nope, he tried.
That's 9 damage plus the mortals.
That is the unit wiped. All right, so let me go ahead and do my activation.
So your main activations that you've got remaining are, you've got your Aether Wings.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do the Aether Wings on this guy. Maybe I'll be able to sneak through a potential wound or 2 before they die.
All right.
They got 2 attacks apiece. They are hitting you on 4. They got 2 hits. They are wounding you on 3s.
Are they really that feisty?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
No Rend though.
All right. So I got a 4 up followed by a 5 up if I falter. I falter on 1. And I falter on the other.
Yes, they're able to do a wound.
That is a serious peck.
What do you know what what do you got left? Is that all your activations?
So I've got obviously the Huskard who's in combat. You faltered. So it looks like I've got he's the last thing I can do.
He's the last thing you can do? Okay, and then I got my Dracoths right after that.
All right. So the Huskard, he's gonna do some punches and kicks.
Yep.
3s and 4s on this. Because he's part of the Earl Bad, he will get that. So 3s and 4s. No bonus, but looks like 1. I did actually somehow manage to punch a birdie.
Yep. Well, what's the damage?
No Rend, but 1 damage.
All right. They have no save.
All right, so that crumps that. So now I get to do some rock hard horns for a total of 5 attacks. 5 attacks that are going to be hitting on 4s. Pretty accurate.
Mortal wound right there.
Mortal wound. All right. So these are, quite a few damage, especially because of the charge bonus as well. So bye-bye birdies.
Bye-bye birdies. Okay, you know what? So let me go ahead and pile in. I got my activations with the Dracoths and these Aether Wings right here. So we'll go ahead and make their pile-ins right now. And we will attack with them. They each have 2 attacks. So that'll be 6 attacks here into the Frost Lord. They're hitting on 4s. All right. How average. And wounding you on 3s. Ooh. That is 3 wounds.
So thoroughly impressed. He's a little bit more durable, so he's got a 3-up save. And he still finds a way to lose 2. Let's see if I can Stonehorn save it out. No! Holy crap! I like what those birds did. It was greater than all the might of all these paladins.
I know, they didn't do a single wound to you. All right, and then let's do those Fulminators into the Mournfang. They got 3 attacks apiece with the spears. They are hitting you on 3s. That is 1 miss. They are wounding you on 3s. That is 3 wounds at Ren 1.
All right, so I do have Mystic Shield going off, so that's going to help me in my favor. 4-up save normally. You said 4 saves?
3.
Only 3. All right, so 4s are now 5s. Man, look at that Mystic Shield go off. And it doesn't matter whatsoever.
All
so
right.
taking 3 overall all on the Mournfang.
And they had 1 wound from the shield attack.
The great thing about Mournfang, 6 wounds apiece.
Nice. All right.
So I'm still ticking on that.
Okay, and then I got the Dragoth attacks there.
All right.
Hitting you on 3s. And hopefully I can do that double 6 again here.
No, hopefully not.
Okay, I got 1. So I got, these are damage 1. This is damage D6. They're both Ren 1.
All right, so we're going to do these guys first. Failing on both. So it's going to be 2, so that's enough to end up killing them.
Yep.
And now for the big ol' nasty.
No.
Gonna falter through, so how much damage is the big bite gonna do?
D6. Let's see if I can kill another kitty cat here with a big 6. 5.
Woo!
So close.
All right.
So we'll go ahead and remove those casualties.
All right. Let's end up removing the. Well.
Was it that guy that was marked, or you
Yeah, yeah.
You placed the shield, so you actually had.
Yeah. So I'm actually gonna remove the banner bearer at this point, and I'm gonna put a dinky wound on the scrub.
5 wounds on him.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I think that was it for that turn.
So at this point, all we've got is bravery. Nothing here. I actually did lose 1.
Yep.
So good thing is that the ogre abilities, if you're in combat, you do get a bravery bump.
Sweet.
However, of all things, I did just have to remove my banner bearer. So Mournfang have a 6 naturally, and that's down to now it's up to an 8 because I'm in combat.
can't fail?
So I can't fail. Not
No
gonna
one
bother
also
on that.
cares. You killed everything over here, so I don't think that's it for Battle Shock. We do have point scoring. You still control all 3 of your objectives.
Yep.
You do get additional points for having a hero control one of them. So that should put you on an additional 4 points, putting you at 8, and putting me at 3.
So at this point, let's see if I can steal back for the double turn.
The priority, yep. Going into turn. We're only on turn 3.
Yeah, it's on turn 3.
All right, here we go.
Oh, I like that! Yeah!
I'm assuming you're taking it.
You know it.
Okay.
All right, so right now, after stealing and getting my double turn on turn 3, once again, really simple hero phase. My Butcher is going to try casting his signature spell. It's called Voracious Maw, cast on a 7. Not close enough for either of the arcanes, so we'll just need a flat 7. That's it.
All right.
So this is a really cool spell. Casting value 7. If cast a unit on a unit within 18 inches. I'm going to be choosing the Dracos right in front of him. That unit suffers D3 mortal wounds, but
after resolving the damage, roll a dice. On a 1, 2, or 3, it stops. On a 4 up, keeps on suffering D3 additional wounds. Keep on doing this until the maw is either satisfied or the target's destroyed.
Cool.
So first off, you're going to be taking D3. So you're going to be taking 2.
Cool. Kill one.
Next up, on a 4 up, it keeps on going. And it fails.
All
You know what? Doesn't matter. 2 mortal wounds.
Yep. Kills one and puts one on 1 wound. And is that it for your hero phase?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, we'll be back after move. We did have an addendum to the hero phase. We forgot to do the...
Grasp of the Everwinter.
Yep.
Usually it doesn't come into effect, but it's at the start of your hero phase. Roll 1 dice for each unit within 3 inches of the Beastclaw Raiders. So that also means that my kitties, actually in the first combat, actually would have also hit that as well, because somehow they survive. If the roll is equal to or less than the total number of the current battle round, that unit suffers D3. So it is turn 3, so equal to or less than 3. So no matter what, it's going to go off.
Less, yes, you gotta go to 3 or less, right?
Yep. So let's see. So I'm going to be doing it on the Draco right here. It's going to go. It's going to go on the guy not on the mount. Ooh, all right. He's safe. And lastly, the big old Draco. All right. So he's going to take D3.
Okay.
Only 1. You know, it's still a free mortal wound is a free mortal wound.
And then you want to do the Ether Wings over here?
Yeah, so the Ether Wings that are currently locked in combat with my Frostlord. 1.
Yep.
So they're going to be taking a total of, well, there's 3.
Cool. 2, and they will suffer a wound over here.
So at this point, we're going to start doing some mad movement.
Cool. All right, so we're back with at the end of the movement phase. Jake, what happened?
So Noblars feeling bold after killing someone. They prayed to the Maw, and the Maw answered. They moved a little bit forward. Therefore, we're going to gear up for some shooting and potentially a charge into them.
Okay.
Because they're absolute lunatics. Moving towards this combat over here, my Butcher decided that he's probably going to end up supporting this combat over here. So he's got within 3 inches of a Draco.
Okay.
So he's going to be doing that. My Huskard, who's was in the middle, he's feeling really bold following this, and he's actually going to try. He moved up the center. He's going to try hitting these Judicators and actually trying to steal this from him, particularly because Beastclaw Raiders monsters count as 10 wounds.
Yep.
So he's really efficient at stealing. However, in the back, my Frostlord is still being tied down by these Aether Wings. It happens. He's going to nom on him, hopefully. But the Mournfang said, hey, we have to take out this Prime. And they are literally, he's my target number 1. So that is my movement. This double turn really, really helped swing the momentum my way, particularly following that really effective combat phase.
Okay, so what do we got for shooting?
All right, so my Noblars.
Yep.
They're hoping to repeat last combat, or the last time they shot. So not going to say it's going to happen again, but you know, never hurts to try. So let's see. All right, so it's 2 went through. Actually, Sharp Stuff's on a 4.
Ours. Next part's the hard part.
Yeah, that's the 5s. All right, can they do it? All right, they still did that. So,
Wound.
yep, no rend on this.
Okay. They will another wound.
They're lunatics. I love them.
All right, what else we got?
So we're moving towards these Mournfang over here. Your Celestin Prime, he's the guy on foot, right?
That's Lord Castellan. Yep.
How many wounds does he actually have?
He
'Cause
has
he's
6.
Ooh, so he's already down to 4.
Yep, he's taking 4.
I'm gonna try being bold. I'm gonna try doing he doesn't have anything negative to hit him, right?
Nope.
So I'm gonna try hitting you and taking him out.
Okay.
So 4 up, flintlock pistol. It hits. Looking for a 3 at this point. And, well, that's not a 3. So it happens. We're going to move on over to the Huskard over here in floating around. He's going to use his Vulture. He has to target something within 30 inches. And just on a 2-up, it takes a save. Your Judicators, they're, well, he's going to actually target the Judicators in the back.
Cool.
So on a 2-up, take a mortal wound. And,
No.
I mean, you're in cover. Birds are having issues. Love it when that happens. And then I have this combat, or these Mournfang over here. The Sarge is going to throw his flintlock pistol into your prime.
Yep.
So once again, looking for a 4. That's a 1. Just proving ogres are the sharpshooting masters. At this point, that is my shooting, and I'm gonna go into some charge phase.
Okay. All right. Here we are, the ogre charge phase. What are we doing, Jake?
So these Mournfang realize the Frostlord is somehow tied down by 2 dinky little Aetherwings. So the Mournfang, it's all on them. They're gonna try making a charge roll into your prime. And they do with a 6.
All right.
So that's going to trigger another ogre charge.
Yep.
So looking for 6s. All right, so that's going to be 1 mortal wound on them.
Mortal wound, okay.
We'll move them right following that.
Yep.
Over here, my Huskard is going to do a charge. He's going to try shooting the Judicators up front.
Ooh,
So
he gets in.
he gets in. However, that's only 3.
Dice.
Yeah. So, James, do you think it's worth using a command point to try maximizing 4+ mortal wounds?
I'm actually not sure if you. Let's see.
Because it's already a guaranteed charge in. It's not a fail.
Yeah, you could. I mean, you could.
You know what? He's already going to rip and tear. No reason to waste a valuable
Okay.
command point at this point. So he's going to make his 3-inch in.
Yep.
So I hit on a 4-up. So it's going to be 2 mortals
Two
right there.
mortals.
So it's enough to crunch a dude right there.
Yep.
Moving on over here, my butcher is feeling pretty rambunctious. Oh. Snakes! All right. Well, maybe he wasn't feeling rambunctious, but we're gonna move on to the all-stars of the game for me. There's no reason not to try charging in with these Noblars.
Yep.
So they are 3 inches away. So let's see what's gonna go on. With a 9, they're
Enthusiastic.
I really wish that they had the ogre charge as well. They're gonna try charging in.
Cool.
So we'll be back in just a moment after all the moves are done. And we're gonna start doing combat.
Here we are at the the combat phase, right?
You got it.
We're making a couple. We're doing at least one ability.
So because I'm right next to my Frostlord, he's gonna use the 2020 General's Compendium again, and he's gonna use All Out, targeting the Mournfang.
Yep.
Trying to use that reroll of 1s.
Okay.
Helps fish for that. Not going to do any other command abilities at this point.
Okay.
However, I'm going to start out with the Mournfang targeting the Prime just because we know how effective he can be.
Yep.
So I've got only 3 of my 4 are able to reach into combat. Still pretty happy with that. So 12 attacks right here. Fishing for 6s, rerolling 1. So I've got 1 right there.
All right.
And only 1 right there, which is still going to fail.
And you're hitting on force, or
Yep. Not the best, but it happens.
okay.
So then I need some 3s on their tusks. I said I need 3s, and well, I got 3 of them. You are, however, in cover, despite
Yep.
being a big old not a monster, but you're pretty big. So if that's going to negate the cover, at least.
Okay. So you just run 1. So
Yep.
he's looking for 3s here. What's the damage? Two damage.
It's going to be 2 because the charge.
All right. What's the damage on those weapons? I'm just curious.
So the tusks are just 1, but however, when he gets the Gargant attachers, those are 3.
Okay, so I'm going to save his potential reroll for that damage.
All
So
right.
he'll take those 2 wounds there.
All right. Then I've got 6 attacks right now with the giant hackers, fishing for 6s. So it's going to be 2 6s right there.
Okay.
1 is get to be rerolled. Still going to fail. So 3 right there. Looking for 3s. So 2 are going to sneak through with a rend of 1, but it is 3 damage.
Okay, so he's saving on 3s here. So I save 3. Afterwards, I can change one of the rolls, and I will make it a save.
Whew.
So
All right.
he survives on 6 wounds.
All right. So,
In that case, I think I'm going to send the Judicators. Try to bracket him, bring him down a little bit.
that will at this point, because he's pretty hurting. It's really going to affect the mount overall effectiveness.
Yep. So we're going to send, because I think my, well, they got 1 wound on them there. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. So we're going to do the Judicators. The Prime does get +1 to hit.
No kidding. Way to go.
So he's hitting on 2s, the rest are hitting on 3s. All right, and they are wounding you on 4s. That is 2 wounds at no rend.
All right. So at this point, I'm looking for 4s, and I've got a 5-up Feel No Pain following. So 1 is going to save, and if I fail this, I am bracketed. And I am bracketed.
Okay, so the gamble paid off. Do you know what's your next activation, or do you need a second?
You know what? At this point, I'm going to be using my Mornfang.
Okay.
Just because I know how effective your Dracos have been. So 2 of these guys are going to be smacking into this Draco.
Okay.
And the Hornblower is going to be doing all his attacks into your Lantern Bearer.
Cool.
So I'm going to do the tusks of the kitties first. Earl Bad still applies, however, they don't get the fun damage bonus.
Okay.
So that's going to be 2 mortals right there.
2 mortals. That should be enough to. Oh, actually, they got 5 wounds. Okay, 2 wounds.
All right, and it looks like actually everything hit.
They are angry today.
Yeah. Let's see what else is going on right there. Not as effective, but still really happy overall. So the tusks are going to be doing 5 over there. It's Rend 1.
5. Okay. So he is currently on a 1+ save
Yep.
with all his bonuses. So he's going to be saving on 2 still,
Yep.
and any 6s
Are bringing back some.
will heal someone.
Mhm.
All right. So let's roll these out. Ooh. Okay. So he saves them all.
All right, I do see a 6 in there.
He will heal 1 wound, which will put him down to 1, and then he'll take 2 more mortal wounds for your Earl Bad, so that'll be 3 mortal wounds there.
All right, and then they do have their clubs. They're going to be smacking them. No Earl Bad ability on there. All right, so it looks like 2 are going to be actually 3 are going to be hitting you on there. No rend, but 2 damage.
Okay, so I'm saving these on 2 pluses with 5s healing me. Ooh, reroll 1s for Stormcast shields. All right, let's try this again. All right, 2, 5, a 5 and a 6. So I save them all, and I will heal 2 wounds, which will put him down to just 1.
Crazy how that happened.
Yep.
Then I do have the other guy who's going to be smacking your Lantern Bearer.
Yep.
So I have my 4 right there. Ooh. Well, he's too busy looking the other way, blowing a horn. Flubs on that. Then I do have the 3 attacks over here. All right, so it's going to be 1 Earl Bad.
Okay.
And 2 more regular saves.
Do they hit on 3s or they hit on 4s?
Mornfang. So the cool thing about the regular weapon, it's 3s and 3s.
Oh, 3s and 3s? Okay, cool.
Yeah. So it's the hackers which are
yep. Okay, so he's this has no rend?
No rend, but 2 damage.
Okay, so with Staunch Defender, he will be saving on 2s.
Nasty.
So I just need to not roll a 1.
Yep.
He saves them all.
Foiled.
Okay, so now my activation. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and let's just smack him back.
Yeah.
We're gonna pile in Lord Castellan here. So it gives my Lord
A little bit of room.
Celcint to pile in.
Yep.
He's got 3 attacks. Actually, you know what? Yeah, because you're taking off from there, so he can't kill him. So he's got 3 attacks here. Hitting you on 3s. And he is wounding you on 3s. That is 2 at Rend 1. These will be 2 damage apiece.
All right, so 4-ups now are 5s, and 6s bounce back. I'm saving them both.
Sweet. You know, and then I think you only got 1 more activation?
Yep. Actually, I've got the Frost Lord back there.
Oh, and the number.
And I've got these Nobblers.
I keep cheating you here.
So, not worried on the Frost Lord. Well, actually, those Aether Wings we've realized are pretty vicious.
Yes.
These Nobblers are actually going to be smacking your Stormcast in the back.
Okay.
So I've got 10 attacks because the Groin Biter is still in the unit. The Groin Biter is the one that's on the pole, swinging a skeleton, eating a piece of chicken. So over here. So with Noblars, they're not known for their accuracy overall, but still pretty fun overall. They hit on 5s and 5s. So 3. I mean they've proven themselves so far. So looking for 5s. Oh, of all the times for them to flub. All right, still worth the shot.
Yep.
So your activation, mate.
Okay, so let's go ahead and let's activate with the Aether Wings. They got 2 attacks apiece, so I'm hitting you on 4s. I got 1 attack, 1 hit, and wounding you on 3s. Nothing. Okay, for once.
Their viciousness ran out.
Yep.
So can't do anything else over on the side with the Mournfangs. You've already attacked with everything over on your side, right?
Yeah, I still got the Prime, I got the Hack over here, and I still got those Adjudicators in the back.
So nothing. So then nothing can hit back on the Frost Lord or the Huskard.
Yep. So actually, don't think the order of operation matters at this point.
Yep.
So let's just go and roll it out.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do the Huskard over here. That 1 wound additional that you did really did help bracket him considerably. So what's the see? So there he's gonna do his 3 kicks. These are 3s and 4s. Two are sneaking. Both are going through. No rend. 1 damage.
Okay, so looking for 4s. Save them both.
Next up, I have his Crushing Hoofs. 3. On this, he hits on 3s, and because he's the level of bracket, it's going to be now 3s and 4s. Looks like getting through, and 4s. Just 1.
Just 1.
However, it is Rend 1, but it's D3 plus 1.
Okay, so this would be saving on a 5. No, he fails.
So it's going to be D3 plus 1.
4 damage.
Chunk.
Take 2 more.
Then last up, he's going to have his Rock Hard Horns. D6. So let's see how many go through that. Man, I've been rolling hot on those today. Usually for anyone that's played against this army, if I roll a 2, it's considered a successful roll. So 4s and 3s. Roll bad is going to trigger.
Yep.
There's going to be 4 more right there. These are Rend 2, but they're 4 damage because of the charge.
They fail, so that'll be them destroyed. Okay.
So that's really helpful because it really puts a lot of threat on your backfield, especially for seizing objectives because it's a character and helping seize that because they count as 10.
Yep. Next up, let's just keep doing the pain train. Actually, yeah, we'll just do it over here. Pile in my Lord Celescent. All right, and he's got 3 attacks. He does not get any additional because he did not charge. So we got, he's hitting you on 3s. He hits all the times. He is wounding you on 2s. All right, 2 at Rend 2.
Rend 2, all right. So looking for 6s, and if I get, that actually causes more wounds back to you.
Okay.
Nope. So I'm taking, so both are going through.
So
how much damage is
D3. So that'd be 4 damage.
All right. So that puts him at 5.
Okay.
So he's got 1 wound remaining on the chub in the back.
And I got my Dracoth attacks. So still be getting the +2 attacks because of the other Dracoth that's there with him.
Mm-hmm.
So these hit on 3s. And wound on 3s.
You want to reroll that 3?
Just the 1.
Okay. Oh!
Just Rend 1, so save.
Yep.
Okay. You got any? You still got.
We got these Noblars and your.
Yeah, he did the.
You've got your Judicators.
I got my
in the back.
Judicators. You got
And
him.
I've got my Frostlord, who really wants to eat some birdies.
Okay, let's do it.
So, I'm going to open up with a Frostlord. Going to try activating his Frost Spear first. 3s and 3s. All are hitting. And eyes just shish kebab some birdies.
Yes. Okay.
But you know what? They did exactly what they're supposed to do. They held up a 400-point monster for a good for 2 whole turns.
Yep. All right, and then let's do my Judicators in the back there. I have 4 of them left. They are hitting you on.
Probably 3s, right?
They are hitting you on 3s. Champion will be hitting you on 2s, and they will be wounding you on 4s. Nothing. And then other activations here. Let's go ahead and do my Fulminator there in the back. He is hitting you on 3s. And he is wounding you on 3s. Nothing. The Dracoth himself.
Which has proved to be the vicious person all game.
Oh yeah, let's see if I can get that roll again.
Hope not.
Okay, all 3 wound though. So that'll be 3 at red 1.
All right, I was looking for 5s. I swear that's the dog, not my Mornfang. So it looks like 1 is going to sneak on through.
Yep, so just damage 1.
All right, so that's enough to end up killing the chub.
All right. And then I got just the prime left, I believe.
Yeah, looks like it.
Okay.
So big snash. What's the name of the Sigmar's hammer, which he's going to try smashing?
Galmaraz. He has 5 attacks because he did stay up in the sky. So he's hitting you on 3s. All right, 2 misses there. And he is wounding you on 3s. Or, sorry, wounding you on 2s.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it should be a little better than that.
Okay, so that is 3 at Ren 3, so it should negate your save.
Oh, that hurts.
So that'll be 9 damage.
9 damage? Hot dang. All right, so I've got some guy in the back who's a little hurt.
Yep.
So that's 6 right there. And
That'll be 5 wounds on him.
All right, so do you want to put the remaining bit on the Hornblower?
Yep. Put the hornblower right there. Okay.
All right, pretty brutal combat right there overall. At this point, let's end up going over to some bravery, and then let's do some scoring.
Yeah, bravery. I don't have any bravery checks.
Lost the one over here, and for these Mornfang.
Bravery 7. Okay, you just lost the one over there. Nothing over there.
Yeah.
Noblars, they didn't lose anything this turn.
Nope.
So just scoring. I believe you're going to score.
So I'm gonna have the one from over here,
Yep.
which was really my possession. I'm still in possession of the one from the Frostlord.
Yep.
Over here, I only have, so they count as 2, so it's 4 models. Same thing. You got 3, so I get that.
Yep. You still control that one.
However, I don't have anything special going on there.
Yep.
However, the big play was the Husker running up the field.
Yep. He will actually score 3 points for this objective. 1 for controlling it, 1 for taking it away from me, and 1 for being a leader himself. So that should put you on. That should give you 7 because he is a hero.
Yep.
So that puts you on 15-3. Going into my turn 3, we'll be back with my hero phase. Alright, so here we are with my hero phase. What we're going to do first is we're going to put the lantern back on that lone Dracoth.
So, need a 3 up on that?
Oh, the lantern just happens.
Okay.
The priest here, he's going to do his healing storm on my Lord Celestin on a 3+. No, does not go. And then he's going to try translocation and try to teleport himself. It does go on a 3.
Ooh, that's a brutal move.
Yep, he's going to claim this objective over here.
Oh, that's a 3-point snag in your favor.
Yep. And then I think that's it for my hero phase. We'll be back after my movement. All right, so here we are at the end of the movement phase. Actually, we did have just a little bit of movement. The Gryph-hound moved over there to help add some bodies to that objective. We're just going to move right into my shooting phase. First, we're going to do the adjudicators there in the back. I got 4 of them. One's the prime, so I'm hitting you on 2s and 3s. All right. The prime does hit. His will multiply into just the 1 shot. I both wound, so I have 2 dead Noblars over there.
I missed them already. All right, Bodie Boat Anchor and my Vulcan proxy.
All right, and then we're going to shoot these adjudicators here into the Mournfang, actually.
That's the smart move to do.
All right, so they are hitting you on 2s and 3s. The prime hits, his explodes into 6.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to see at this point in the game.
5, 6. Wounding you on 3s. Okay. So that should be 7 wounds on them at Rend 1.
All right, so I've got 7 wounds, 4 up regularly, looking for 5s. So that means I'm going to be taking a total of 5 wounds, which should be enough to knock down 1 and put a wound on another dude.
Put 3 wounds on, or put 3 more wounds on another dude.
Yeah, so we're going to put the wound spillover onto the Banner Bearer.
Banner Bearer. Okay. Here we go.
That was a really mighty needed shooting.
Yep, and then the prime is going to do his comet. He's going to put it right there, an inch away from the Mournfang, so he can get them. But if I do
Probably
roll a 5,
5? All
I
right.
could hit the
Frostlord.
Frostlord as well.
Okay.
For the range of his attack, 6 inches, so it will hit them. So they'll each take D3 more wounds.
All right. So, do you want to roll the Mournfang first?
Yep. Actually, you know what? I have to change that
What was that?
because it does affect everyone.
Okay.
So it's each unit. So I'm just gonna put it there. I'm gonna change it back to a 1 with my once per turn die roll.
Okay.
So it'll be just hitting them.
Just doing the just trying to wound the Mournfang
Yep.
exclusively.
So it'll be 3 mortal wounds.
Ooh, is that enough to kill
That's
him?
another kitty.
Oh
Come
man,
on.
that really hurts. All right, so that means my Banner Bearer is dead.
All right, and so that is it. Oh no, and I got more shooting.
I was
Sorry,
gonna say you should have a little
I
bit more
got some
Draco breath.
Draco breaths over there. We'll put the 1 into the Mournfang from the Fulminator. It does not go, and then we'll put the other one from the Lord Celicent. His does not go either.
I blame bringing the Allfrost in where it's just too cold for your fiery breath.
So we'll be, and then the next will be, we're just going to just roll through. I don't have anything in my charge phase to do. So we will just roll straight into combat. Okay, here we are with combat. I've elected for the Prime to go first. So he's got his 5 attacks. He is hitting you on 3s. They all
hit home.
Yes, now he is wounding you on 2s. That is 2 misses.
That's 9 damage though.
9 damage, which should remove.
I'm only have a 4-up save.
Yep.
So bye Mournfang.
Yes, word. You know where you're going to go next? Like, I'm assuming your Mournfang.
Yep. It's the safest bet overall at this point. I'm going to be throwing a... Trying to think, just because this Draco has been the absolute bane of my life. However, this guy right here has been enabling these +1 saves, which really has been hurting the ability for them overall. I'm going to do all 4 attacks. Actually, all of his attacks are going to go to him.
Okay.
And then all the Hornblowers are going to go into the Draco.
Okay.
If I do that and I potentially kill him, might not do that, but it does get rid of the hero potential. So actually, I'm going to do all the Tusks actually into him because they've got the Rend.
Okay.
Because he's got a what save?
He's got a 2 up right now.
All right, so then they'll go down to a 3. It gives me a little better maneuverability. and then only his club is going to go into the Draco.
Okay, sure. And the other guy is, where's his?
Everything else, as I said, everything's going into him with the exception of that.
Cool.
So I'm going to open up with 8 attacks from the tusks.
Yep.
Going into that, looking for 6s. Not seeing any. Looking for 3s. So it's going to be 3 with a -1 on them. Only damage 1.
Only damage 1. All right, so he's with the Staunch Defender. He's saving on 2s, which will become 3s with the Rend. So he takes 1 wound. That'll put him on 5. He's got 1 remaining.
All right, next up, I've got the 3 attacks from his rusty or bloody club. Looking for 3s. Oh, that doesn't help. However, I do get a mortal out of it.
That's the mortal wound that will kill him.
And just in case for anything, it would have gone through as well.
Okay, so let's go ahead and remove him.
So that really helps deny the potential ability of him reclaiming for the additional point on that.
Yep, I still got my general there, so he could still help
Yeah.
for that. So next up
Is the 3 attacks from the club going over here. 3s and 3s. So all are going through. And 2 of those are smashing you in the head. No Rend, but 2 damage.
Okay, so he's saving on a 2+ again. He makes them both. All right, so my activation will go ahead and activate with the Lord Celestant. He's got 3 attacks. He's hitting you on 3s. That's leaning. All of them hit. He's wounding you on 2s. They all wound. So these will be Rend 2.
Okay, so it looks like I'm, was that 3?
3 of them, yep.
All right, so looking for 6s, and 6s bounce back because the Iron Fist. Doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
How much damage is that?
D3 apiece. So that's just 4 damage.
4 damage. I don't see any damage markers on here, so he's going to go down to 2.
Okay, and then we'll do the Dracoff. 1 hit. 1 wound at Rend 1.
All right, I'm looking for a 5. I get it.
Nice. And then I guess I can activate the last Fulminator there.
Yep.
He's got 3 attacks. He hits you twice. He is wounding you twice. Rend 1.
All right, looking for 5s again. So I will take 1, and then you'll end up taking a mortal wound back.
Sure.
So it puts me at 1 wound remaining on my Mournfang.
Okay, and then the Dracoff attacks. All of them hit. Ooh. So 1 at damage 1, 1 at damage D6.
All right, so this is gonna be your generic, just 1 damage guy. It's gonna go through, so
Okay.
it is enough to kill him. And if I fail this, potentially D6 damage. I save it.
All right. And I think. Oh, and then we got the.
The greatest challenge in the history of this game.
Yep, the Judicators there. So I got 3, 4 attacks coming back at you. The Prime will miss, wounding you on 3 or wounding you on 4s. That was 1 into the Noblars.
No Rend.
No Rend.
All right, looking for a 6+, and well, that's not a 6. So I'm going to end up losing my favorite shovel buddy.
And I believe.
That's going to be Novars took a little bit of beating, so it's a bravery on that.
Yep.
Only 1 overall from this combat, so
Yep.
I'm still going to be good. And well, my Mournfang on the other side of the table, there's none left to take bravery.
Yep. So let's go ahead and do their bravery check. They lost 3 Noblar this turn.
Yep, they have a bravery of 4.
Okay.
So with that, it's a 4.
So that's so you lose that. It puts you at 8.
Yep.
With a bravery of sorry, it puts you at 7.
Yep.
With a bravery of 4, you'll be losing 3.
Oh man, so I'm gonna lose my favorite guy with a giant, what is it, an Idneth blade?
Yep.
Some dude holding something, the frying pan, a barrel of something, and for the 4th,
Just 3.
good, because I don't want to lose my guy on another dude who's already lost a hand.
Okay. and I will score 3 points for that objective over there.
Yeah, that was
I will
great.
barely eke out
Yeah, just because moving that hound on over
the
there.
hound over there, so that'll be another 3. 1 for claiming it, 1 for taking it away from you, and
the
1 for a hero.
Mhm.
So that'll put me on 6 points this turn, which will put me on a score of.
Is that 11 for you?
Put me on 11.
All right, so at this point, I should have 15. Is that right?
Yes.
So do you want to roll to see?
For priority?
Yeah, because this is the game breaker turn.
Turn 4, yep, priority. Let's trust the heart of the dice. Ready? 3. You're gonna take the turn?
Yep, I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
All right, so this is the beginning of my hero phase for turn 4. Beginning of it, I am going to activate the Beast Claw Raider's ability, which says the frost starts biting at you. I have this guy right here as well as the general. So turn 4, so I need to roll less than a 4. If so, they take D3 wounds. So he's going to take D3 mortal wounds. How many will that be? Just 1.
Okay.
Next up, I'm going to move on over to the general.
Yep.
So on a 4. Oh,
5.
he's safe with a 5. I have nothing over on this end of the table for that, and nothing for the Frost Lord. However, I'm going to open up with trying to cast some spells. My Butcher over here is within 1 inch of the train, so it is arcane.
Yep.
So I'm going to look for a 7. If I get that, we're going to try and get some lunch. That's a 4, and it doesn't matter.
Okay. Is that it for the hero phase?
Yeah, thinking so.
Be back afterwards.
All right, once again, another vicious shooting phase for my ogres. Beginning of the turn, you have to activate the vulture. I'm going to be using that on the general. Looking for a 2-up to do a mortal wound.
Yes.
All right, so that puts him at 2 wounds remaining. There's not a lot remaining left in the army shooting-wise. So I've done that over here. I'm going to try using my flintlock pistol into the general. Looking for 4s and 3s. That's very much not what I was hoping for at this point in the game. So then I've got my big favorite overall.
Yep.
You've been slowly picking at them, but I do have 3 Noblars left. They're going to be firing some sharp stuff. Looking for 4s and 5s. I got 1. And all right,
Potential Judicator gone.
potential Judicator gone again.
Yes.
Just proving these Noblars are the greatest thing this game. That honestly is my already very limited shooting. So I'm gonna start going into my charges
Yep.
and then some combat. The big thing that's gonna happen is we're gonna have the big showdown on your end of the table. Frost Lord's gonna go into the prime. So we're gonna be doing that. Gonna also be pushing the Huskguard into the Judicators.
Yep.
This combat's already happening over here, but I'm gonna try pushing my Butcher into combat as well.
Okay.
Can't do anything with this guy, take the objective, and obviously the Noblars are gonna continue their brawl with the Judicators.
Yep. So where would you like to go?
The Frost Lord is gonna go in first.
Looking for Snake Eyes.
I got command points, man,
You got it.
with an 8.
All right. Roll your 8 dice and see if you even
I might
need
be
to
able to
swing.
Yeah, I might even crunch you beforehand. So, because I'm a monster, I hit on 4s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
1, 2, 3.
3.
He goes down. He will be reforging. All right.
So
And
super happy on that right there. Next up, I've got the Huskguard over here. He's going to be charging into the Judicators.
yep.
I'm going to be rolling on this objective just for visual purposes.
Yep.
With a 5. He only needed 3. So let's see. I've got 5 dice right here. Looking for 4s. So it's going to be 3 mortal wounds right there.
And they are in mystical, so they will get 6 up saves against us.
Ooh, nice little feel no pain.
Nope. So that'll be 1 dead with 1 wound carrying over.
Then I've got my butcher all the way over here. Let's see what he ends up rolling. Can he get better than snakes like last time? A 6, I will take it. He's only going to be charging into this single Draco over here, solely because his general is very nasty and does potentially risk that. Good part of that, though, is it does put me closer to the objective.
Yep.
We'll be back with combat in a moment.
You want to roll his
Oh, yeah.
his ogre charge?
Let's see. Looking for 6s. 2 mortal wounds!
That's enough to kill him. Nice.
That only took, what, 4 whole rounds of combat?
Yep. Okay. Do you want to just move into combat?
Yeah. So there's that over there. I'm gonna do this combat over here first.
Sure.
Do I push in at this point?
You could.
I want to make sure I get my full amount of attacks. So I've got that over there. Obviously, this combat over here is going on.
Yep.
I'm gonna be triggering. No, I don't want to go full on out on this. I think I'm good. So I'm gonna be doing the 4 all attacks, obviously, into you.
Okay.
Earlbad still is triggering, so looking for 4 from my tusks. All right, that's gonna be 1 mortal.
Okay.
And 1 regular save with a -1.
So he's saving on a 3 up here.
Mm-hmm.
Rerolling
Reroll.
ones. Ooh, he goes down.
That was exactly what I needed to secure a lot of this for me. Next up is going to be your activation.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna try to finish those Noblars there.
You're a cruel man.
All right, just the Judicator or the Prime hits, and he fails to wound.
Okay, so it means I do have my Noblars remaining, but I
Yep.
do have the Judicators can still smack back.
Yep.
I'm not a big fan of that, so I am going to activate my Huskard over there, and he's going to open up. He's actually going to use his artifact for the first time in the game, especially because it's really towards the end. The artifact allows me to do a little bit of reroll action.
Okay.
The ruin tokens say once per game at the start of your hero phase. I already missed out, so I'll have to activate it next time, assuming it exists. So poor timing on my end. However, he still has plenty of attacks. He is severely bracketed at this point. I'm going to start by trying to punch you. 3 attacks, 3s and 4s.
Okay.
So 2 are going through. 1 is a mortal,
Okay.
and you will have your feel no pain.
Yep. Let's do the single mystical save. Nope.
All right, looking for hitting you. So it'll be just 1 regular kick to the face.
No rend.
Nah.
So saving on a 3. I save.
All right, rock hard horns. The attacks, because I'm pretty damaged, are down to a 3 at this point. All right, so 1 is just gonna hit.
Okay.
Let's just see, 3 and to hit. It's actually on 4s. Yep, so just the 1, and then I need some 3s. It's gonna go through. This is 2 damage. It's going to be 4 damage because of the charge in Ren 2.
Rend 2. Okay, so they're saving it on a 5 up. No. And you said that was 4 damage?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was. Oh, and I get
Yeah, you get your 6 up.
my 4 6-ups. I fail them all.
Is that enough to wipe you in, or is there still a
I
damage
still got
remaining?
1 prime there left.
All right, next up, I've got my Crushing Hoofs.
Yep.
This is D6. That's why I was getting confused on for the pause for a moment ago. Only 2 this time. He's going to hit on 3s, and then he's going to hit on 4s. So there's going to be 1 going through, and looking for a 4. Oh! Doesn't help right there. So still did a good amount of damage. Hopefully I can bravery off.
Yep. Let's do the prime. He's hitting you on a 2. He's wounding you on a 4. He does.
Wow. All right, so looking for a save. Fail, and do I 5 up it? I don't. You
Oh.
actually did take some damage, so I should be at 9.
Yep. And then you want to do your 3 remaining Noblars.
All right, so I've got a dude on another dude missing a hand, a dude looking through binoculars with a bow aimed right at his face, and obviously a groin biter for a total of 4 attacks. Let's see how they end up rolling. They are going to be hitting on 5s and 5s. 3 are smashing in, and 1 6 is going in, so a save on them right there. It doesn't matter, but that's still pretty prominent for these little guys.
Yep.
At this point, I've lost a few over here.
I actually didn't lose anything yet, because this was your turn.
That's right, yeah. And then you do have some Judicators.
Yep, I lost 4 Judicators there. Bravery 7. So I'm looking for a 3 or less.
Mm-hmm.
Can I stay around? 5. Nope. He will flee.
All right, so that was a really big turn for me.
Yep.
Probably determined the game.
Yep, I still want to play it through.
Yeah.
Like I told Rob, I never give up or surrender.
So the big thing is over here, not going to claim anything because it's yours and you just sneak it from me. This is mine over here. I do have a hero within the area.
And you retook it back from me, so that'd be 3 points.
Over here, I get
2 points for this one.
Yep, and I'm still claiming that.
Yep, so that'll put you on another 6 this turn, put you on 21. We'll be back with my turn 4. All right, turn 4, hero phase. There, the character all my hopes are on. First thing we're gonna do, Lord Relictor's gonna try to do translocation. Happens on a 3+. He fails. All right.
Oh, that's going to save me 3 points from objectives. Is that right?
Yep. And then he's got his other storm, his lightning storm, which he's going to do on the Noblars. Happens on a 3+. There's that 3.
All right, so
It'll be D3 more wounds on them.
oh man, no, no, Larry, Curly, and Mo. I said I love these guys. They for 100 points, they've done more than I could ever think of for something like in a game like this.
Yep.
So farewell, my friends. I'll miss you.
So that is them. And then we will just do we'll be right back after my movement phase. All right, here at the end, the Judicators just moved up. The Lord Relictor just stayed there, and the Gryph-hound is retreating. He will fight another day probably, hopefully. That is it for my movement. I have nothing arranged to shoot, so that'll be my turn. That'll be just the 3 points to me. Or sorry, 2 points to me for the objective and having a hero. Want to roll off for turn 5?
Let's do it.
Okay. 6. Okay, we'll be back with my turn 5 hero phase. Okay, here we are in my hero phase. The Lord Relictor, he is going to try to translocate those Judicators on a 3+. It happens.
All right, so why are you trying to do something like that?
I am taking my revenge for their other Judicator brothers.
Okay.
And they are going to try to take out this Stonehorn.
Oh, all right.
Boom. All right.
First you kill my Noblars, now you're trying to kill my general?
Yep, and we moved him up. We skipped the movement phase a little bit early. He's coming out over here, looking for revenge. And then that's it for my hero phase. We can move directly into my shooting phase. What we're gonna we'll just potentially move him back here for just
in case.
Just in case. And then we got right here. We're gonna shoot into that Frostlord or the Stonehorn Husker. Got 3 attacks here, hitting you on 2s and 3s. They all hit. Ooh.
That's like the first time that's happened.
Yeah, I know. We got a potential explosion here. Maybe 6 hits. I'll take 3. So that's going to be 5 total. These are wounding him on 3s. All right. That is 4 wounds on him. All at range 1.
All right. So 4 up save. Now it's a 5. I better reroll
That
that.
definitely leaner.
Yeah. Ooh, all right. So I need to pass at least 1 5 up. And
No.
look at that. You kill my Noblars, now you kill my general. And because you're have your tippy toes on here, that means you're gonna retake the objective.
Yep.
So kudos, man.
So vengeance is mine. And so that'll be it for my turn. I will have this right here with the Lord Relictor scoring me 2 points. And I'll have 2 points here for this one, putting me on a grand total of 17. And did you want to do your last turn?
Of course. My ogres are still hungry. So at this point, end of turn 5, hero phase, there's literally nothing really remaining for me. Wizard doesn't have anything going on within 18 inches for him. No point on that. So did my movement in here, and moving him, just shuffling him in a little bit closer so he's controlling the objective. Can't really claim my old home field objective back there, where the Frostlord originally was. After he ended up basically just running down the prime, he decided to move his entire movement all the way closer to the Adjudicators, trying to do some tasty vengeance.
Yep.
At this point, there's no shooting for me either, because all I've got remaining is a pistol, which is going to miss even if there was something in range. So we're going to go into the combat phase, the charge phase.
Yep.
And good thing is I still have all these command points to try flushing out on my Frostlord, trying to kill all these Judicators who killed my favorite Noblars.
Yep. So you need a 5. I think we worked it out.
Yep. So looking for a 5. That's a 3.
Ooh.
I'm going to use a command point.
Yep.
Because I have to at this point. Looking for a 5.
You got it. 6.
All right. So not only does he make it in, but I'm going to make sure for this movement that he's still holding the objective, because therefore that means with counting his 10 models, I'm going to guarantee that 3.
Yep.
I do get my ogre charge. Looking for 4 up.
Ooh,
So that's 4 mortal wounds
Okay.
right there. So you're basically just left with
with the prime.
yeah. So I'm gonna smack you in the face with a Frostlord's Frost Spear. 3s and 3s. There's 3 right there. And looking for 3s. All right. So that's 3 attacks going through. Only a rend 1, but it's damage 3.
Nope. He is destroyed. So
At this point, I've claimed that objective. So I've seized it from you.
yep.
I am still holding this one over here
Yep. With a hero.
with a hero. Over there is still mine in the back. And unfortunately, you still have this guy over here. So that is end of turn 5. All I have left is a Frostlord at full, a single Mournfang champion, and my Butcher, while you have...
Just the Lord Relictor and a single Gryph-hound. Good game. All right, we'll be back to discuss it. And there we have it. The Ogre Maw tribes emerge victorious.
I just don't know what it feels like to win with ogres.
I think we had some. I think we put pretty equal lists there. I know my first turn I had a pretty big flub with those Fulminators.
I've never seen that happen.
Yep. It was a tough time trying to recover after that first turn.
Your turn 3-ish, turn 4, you really tried reversing that momentum.
Yeah, I think I had potential. I think if I had one priority on turn 4, I think I had a chance to bring it back there, potentially bring up the points. But hey, it's a dice game, and that's what happens. How did you? What are your thoughts on the game?
It's one of those things. I was happy I took the first turn. Obviously, trying to do a Mournfang charge of 11 so scarcely happens. When you got the double turn, really scared me. The Fulminators just not even be able to kill the kitties in the beginning really helped keep me alive. This combat over here with the Mournfangs and the Fulminators and the giant combat not budging for anything, and especially you healing every single time.
Yep.
Ogres do all their major damage through mortal wounds, and when you got no rend and you're just healing back everything, that's drew everything out. The Noblars, though, were my absolute all-stars. Usually I take a brick of 60 of them when I'm running footies, which is fun. But the fact that they were actually able to take down a bunch of Judicators, hold you in combat and away from moving, and especially seizing this objective until the very end, well, it was worth 100 points.
Yep, I think so too.
Big all-star for me as well was the Frostlord. Everyone knows a Frostlord is a 400-point brick to the face. What he touches, he just erases. It's a shame because those Paladins really could do some serious damage, and he just wiped out so many so fast.
Yep, for sure. Anything else? Did that?
The Judicators, they're very effective at removing ogres.
Yep.
And just dinking them down.
Yep, for sure. I know they flip too the first turn too.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. I think that's everything.
Pretty surprised. What was the overall end? Was it 27-17?
17. It was
Okay.
close until the last couple turns.
His ability to bounce across the field, especially in this game.
Yep.
That was
That's
really
huge
crazy.
potential. It's a 3-point swing for him for every successful translocation.
However, ogres having their your monsters count as 10, it's so hard to budge for a lot of the other units.
Yep. And with Stormcast being pretty elite, they don't necessarily have the bodies to claim an objective from him. All right. Well, we'll leave you with that. We hope you had as much fun watching it as we had making it. And stay tuned for more videos.